um Gerry Gault case. In this case, Gerry Gault's amendment rights were violated. Gerry was taken from his home and had to spend the night in juvenile detention without without reason without reason. That was a violation of his Fifth Amendment right, which is no person's life, liberty, or property may be taken away except by lawful means. According to Texas juvenile laws, an officer may not pick up a child without his or her parent permission from unless it's under order and there's loss for an arrest, a probation officer, or he or she violates state. Gary and his parents could not find was not able to know the charges against him until the day of court. That's a violation of his Sixth Amendment right. An accused person has the right to know the charge against him or her. There was also no jury, no lawyers, or and no records were kept making it a private trial, which is also violating his Sixth Amendment right that states an accused person is entitled to a public trial. Accused people have the right to have a lawyer present. Since there was no lawyer present, the judge had to um, the judge has to um, tell his sentence, like accuse him right or wrong. In the Sixth Amendment, it says accused people have the right to question those who testify against them. Gerry did not. Gerry wasn't able to question the lady called who called who pressed the charges against him because she didn't show up to court. By law, she should have been forced to go to court to tell her side of the story. Instead, um, she had an officer take the call. Take her spot. Um, there was also no proof or witness to prove either side was right or wrong, which is also violating his Sixth Amendment because accused people have the right to call a witness to speak in their favor at the trial. And Gerry wasn't able to do that because he didn't even know what his charges were, so he couldn't have someone take it for him or like be the witness to say he wasn't there. Um, the Fourth Amendment states cannot make or enforce laws that take away rights given to all citizens by the federal government, or that states cannot act unfairly or arbitrarily toward or discriminate against any person. Gerry was sent to reform school until the age of 21. Just sentenced. He was sentenced to reform school until he was 21. But if it was an adult, they would have just been fined $50 or been sent to jail for no longer than 60 days. That was unfair and not fair trial. There was many violations to his rights, and I don't know if he did or not, but a fair trial is fair to everybody, and you should do it right and let people have the chance um to do it right and have um in a way that his amendment right was not violated.